And we are back with Resident Evil 9 Requiem. If you don't know me, my name is Danny, and I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. And today I'm going to be showing you my first time reaction to the gameplay shown at Capcom Spotlight event, and I will also be breaking down the gameplay we saw and giving my thoughts on the information that was shared by the developers at the Spotlight. Hope you enjoy the video, and let's get into it. So yeah, I'm recording my initial reaction to this Spotlight showcase, whatever, just in case anything big RE9 gets brought up. I don't expect anything big to show up. I do think that they are obviously going to talk about it because it was shown in their little teaser trailer thing, but I don't think it's going to be anything big. Like, I don't think we're going to get a new trailer or even a demo drop like some people are thinking. I do not think that's the case. At most, I think they'll mainly just talk about the game, some of the plans, and maybe some of the new gameplay elements, and probably we'll get to see some new B-roll gameplay footage, which would probably be cool because it'll be our first actual look at gameplay to the public and not what only like the people who went to Summer Games Fest got to see. So yeah, I can't wait for this to get started.
From the creators of the latest Resident Evil.
Oh. We're here. Matt, we're here. Oh my god. Oh my god, what do you got? It's probably just gonna be them talking about it. I'm gonna keep my expectations low. What do you mean concept?
開発のコンセプトは病みつきになる恐怖というのを掲げてます。
Okay.
恐怖を乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよね。それ自体がもっとやりたい、遊びたいっていう中毒性を生む。そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点でした。
バイオハザードレクイエムは、シングルプレイかつ、オフラインのゲームとなってます。バイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども、今作においてはその恐怖体験っていうところに、しっかりとフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと思ってます。
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュクロフト。内向的で怖がり。バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作っています。プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、 FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な推理力とかも発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
Okay, they were gonna make him the protagonist, but then decided not to. That doesn't mean he's not in the game.
ご覧になって分かるように、グレース自身がまあすごいいろんな目に遭うんですね。PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、
Yeah, this looks like it's actually in the game and not what was being shown.
あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとかもしています。
Okay, that makes sense.
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、一人称視点と三人称視点2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなっていう方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
Oh my god. Oh my god, it actually does remind me of Alien Isolation. The way it looked in the hallway. Yeah.
接近作戦以降30年近く経つんで
Oh
すけど
my
も、
god.
ゲームの舞台として登場し
Do
ま
we
す。
get to see, or are you just going to show us the same?
その当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降さまざまなキャラクターたちが、まあ、いろんなラクーンシティで起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向かっていくようになったり、人間成長したり、そこに今回この表現のメスを入れるっていうのが 作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかったですね。
落運事件に関わった、もしくは落運事件に巻き込まれて大きく人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさん出ます。レクイエムは彼らに向けての言葉通り鎮魂であり、もっと言うとバイオハザードシリーズ落運事件アンブレアをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種一つの区切りという意味でレクイエムというタイトルをつけています。
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ30周年を迎えます。30周年記念タイトルの名に恥じぬようなゲームとして本作でリリースしたいなというふうに思っております。
Okay. Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. I'm happy with what we got. I'm happy. I'm happy.
大きく方針を転換してですね、
実写映画を目指すというところで。
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation will be released today on the Resident Evil portal.
Okay, I was like, hold on.
Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
All right, I might look into that.
っていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
Okay. All right. So we have scrolled back to here, and I'm just gonna kind of let it go, and I'm just gonna break down. So yeah, this looks very cool. Very much, I really like the lighting. I really like the lighting with the ominous like red glow of like that emergency light or whatever it is. I do like the darkness. It does look very good. It looks very good. Obviously, this is like the first person view. We only got to see a little bit of the third person view in this little gameplay reveal, but I'm really liking it. And then I think this is also gameplay, or it could be pre-rendered, I don't know. So I did see in a few videos of people talking about the game that she does use a Zippo lighter like Claire in Code Veronica, but actually let's go on a bit and her just flipping it closed like that. So yeah, oh my god, I'm trying to see it better. Okay, I'm actually gonna try to turn up the brightness while I'm editing and see if I can actually see this better. But oh my god, it looks so scary. It looks so scary. It looks so big. Oh god. Okay, this is a new cutscene. This is her finding something, I think. Let me go back. Yeah, I cannot tell what this is she's found. It looks like it could be a key or a fuse or something, but I really can't tell. But she's obviously still in the place. It looks like she's also gotten pretty more beat up than she was earlier, or this just might be still the same wound she had beginning from this. But yeah, so that looks okay. Oh my, so it looks like we are gonna probably spend a considerable amount of time in this facility. And oh my god, okay, that reload animation, are we sure? Like, I'm sure she got firearm training, but that was pretty smooth reload. But also, so yeah, this is also giving it's giving very Castle Dimitrescu vibes, but also RPD Precinct. I could see some people criticizing it for that, for having so much of a similar vibe, but I'm actually here for it. It looks very, very cool. It's very much giving Spencer Mansion-esque, but not like too much like Castle Dimitrescu, even though it's got like a similar, kind of got like Gothic architecture and stuff, and the gold accents. Yeah. But also this gun, so this looks like it's going to be her primary pistol, since we saw her have it in that other image we saw of her. So this looks like it's going to be her main gun in this game, which looks pretty cool. Also, classic Resident Evil inspecting an item to find a different item. So yeah, this is the same scene we saw in the trailer, except I'm pretty sure this is actually in-engine. This is live filmed from the gameplay. Or from the game, I mean, and it's not like just what was in the trailer, like pre-rendered or whatever. Okay, so now I want to take a second to look at this gameplay. So yeah, this looks like she's exploring, like, it looks like most of this place is going to be in complete darkness when we first start out, and this lighter is all we're going to be able to use to see most of this place, which is freaking scary, especially considering what is after us. Speaking of which, okay. Oh my god, it's terrifying. It really is the freaking alien from Alien Isolation. It feels the same. The freaking lighting. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so... Lisa Trevor, is that you, girl? Oh my god. I didn't think we'd be seeing it. Like, oh my god, Lady D wishes she was that tall. Oh my god, I'm trying to take in what I'm looking at because I think it's really the silhouette. Oh my god, the neck, oh my god, oh god, it looks, ooh, oh my god, this is gonna be so, oh my god. Okay, and then we get third-person gameplay, and yes, I did hear, it does look pretty similar to the Resident Evil 4 Remake third-person, which I do like. Now, there is something, I have a bit of a, okay, now it's probably normal, but that shadow with the lighter in her hair, it looks kind of weird to me. Like, I'm sure it's probably just normally how that would look in real life, but it just kind of looks weird to me, like how the light is like going through her hair, lighting up her hair like that. But that's probably just me. I don't think anyone else has a gripe with that. It's the shadow looks weird, I think, is what I'm saying. But yeah, third-person gameplay looks pretty good. Okay, and that is pretty much it for my reaction and breakdown of the gameplay we got to see at this Capcom Spotlight. And I just wanted to wrap up this video by giving some of my additional thoughts to what we got to see and what some of the developers said. So first of all, I want to talk about this monster, our stalker enemy, through this first part of the game. I'm pretty sure it got confirmed that this monster will be called the Hag, which I do think could be a nod that it could be Lisa Trevor, because she would be pretty old at this point, so I don't know. Also, I'm still kind of... My theory that it's Alyssa Ashcroft is kind of waning a little bit, but I still want to be like, yeah, I'll stick with that theory, I think, for now, until we get more confirmation that it's probably Lisa. Anyway, but yeah, I want to talk about what we got to see of this monster in this gameplay. First of all, I think I kind of underestimated the people who said this girl was tall. She is tall. The freaking long neck, the way she's like hunched over throughout most of the gameplay, it looks so scary. Also, I wanted to say, I love how the game seems to be using darkness to enhance how scary the monster is. With all our other stalker enemies throughout this series of the newer games, Nemesis, Mr. X, Lady D, Jack Baker, all of them were pretty, well, Nemesis and Lady D, I wouldn't say were necessarily scary. Sometimes they could induce panic, but other than that, they were kind of just more like a nuisance. Jack Baker pretty much scared you with his insanity, and Mr. X, I would probably say, felt the scariest to me because whenever I would hear his freaking boot stomps throughout the RPD, my heart would start racing. But to me, none of these threats felt too scary because you could most of the time clearly see them in good lighting. Mr. X would sometimes show up in like dark hallways, but other than that, most of these enemies you could see pretty clearly. The thing about this monster is it's very hard to see in the darkness. Now, I know we won't be seeing her at all times in the darkness, but I know it will be so much scarier during those sections where you only have the lighter to see and she's chasing you. That is going to be so scary, and I love how they're using darkness to enhance how scary she is. Now I want to talk about how one of the developers said they originally considered Leon to be the protagonist of this game, but decided to go with a new character that would be more likely to be scared at certain things, and you could better put yourself in her shoes. Now, I do want to say that I do not think that this means Leon will definitely not be in the game, or that any other legacy character who would normally be scared at these things would not be in the game. I do think a legacy character will show up in the game, whether or not it's Leon. It's up in the air, but most rumors seem to point that it's Leon, and I don't think I'll be too mad about that. Now, I know there's been a lot of controversy about bringing back two specific legacy characters. Mostly, if they bring back Chris or they bring back Leon, most people will be upset because a lot more people want to see them bring back their female protagonists. And I actually really agree with that, but I won't be as upset if they bring back legacy characters at all. Like, if they bring back Chris, I think I'll be the most disappointed because he's been in literally the most RE games, and I like Chris, but it's kind of become tiresome that he's the main one they've been bringing back for fanfare. Now, I know what people have been saying. Yes, Leon has been in a whole lot of the remake projects, but I don't think bringing back Leon would be that bad. I'm also a Leon fan, so I'm probably biased, but I don't think bringing back Leon would be that bad, and if they write it well, he could probably play a very good role in the story. I can't really say the same for Chris in RE7 or really RE8, honestly. But yeah, it's interesting that they originally planned to bring back Leon as the sole protagonist and cut him for Grace, which honestly makes sense because, like they said, Leon wouldn't really be scared at the things he's seeing, and he wouldn't really fit for a horror game. Now, at this point, he's like in his 50s, 40s, he's seen this shit before, he ain't gonna be scared. And finally, I kind of want to talk about how one of the developers spoke about how Requiem, the title, means that it's a eulogy for the people who died on the night of the Raccoon City incident, and pretty much how it's an end of an era for Resident Evil as we know it. Now, yeah, we have not really been back to Raccoon City since Resident Evil 3. Technically, we went back in the remakes, but in the mainline series, Raccoon City has just been discussed in a few games. We've never actually went back to the destroyed city until this game. And I think a big theme of this game is probably going to be finding closure. This will primarily mean Grace finding closure for the death of her mother, but also if legacy characters do come back, mostly ones that were associated with the Raccoon City incident, they can find closure for the thing they were not able to stop. Now, I think this would be better for Jill, because Jill probably carries the most guilt because she was there and her whole thing was that she was trying to stop the city from being bombed, but she couldn't. Yes, Leon also holds a lot of guilt from this night, and it would still pretty much serve the same purpose to bring him back, but I would just really prefer them to bring back Jill instead. I know it's probably not going to happen, but I would prefer them to bring back Jill over Leon, in my opinion. And that pretty much wraps up my thoughts on this gameplay reveal we got at the Capcom Spotlight. Like I said, I'm very happy with what we got to see, and I can't wait to see more when we get closer to the release date. This is my second video talking about Resident Evil 9 Requiem, and I feel like I'm even more excited for it now than I was in my first video. Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video if you've made it this far. Now, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing would really be nice, but you definitely don't have to if you don't want to. Anyway, I just want to say once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see everyone next time.